I'm Greg Owen, motorcyclist and lawyer. I've been riding, racing, building, and collecting motorcycles for the past 40 years. During my time as a professional motocross racer in the 70s, I decided to give up my racing career and become a lawyer. I did that to help other riders who had nowhere else to turn. Over the course of my 30-year career, I've represented hundreds of injured clients and resolved their cases for more than $900 million. My goal is to tell the history of motorcycling in America, one bike and one rider at a time. Jim, welcome to the 2012 Trailblazers Hall of Fame, and congratulations on your induction.
Thank you very much.
You probably know that this is a very prestigious organization, really made up of the who's who of motorcycling, and for them to recognize you, you're a very special guy.
Thank you very much, Greg. I appreciate that.
I've been doing some research on you, and your background is very interesting. But I've got to tell you, as I researched it, one name came up with yours a lot of time, and that was Sid Carson.
Sid Carlson, yeah.
Carlson, okay. Now, you guys did everything together, didn't you, as far as racing?
Yeah, we traveled, for, from 1964 on to 1970 something, yeah. And then we went into business together in the crane business.
Crane business, right? I'd like to talk about when you first became interested in motorcycles. When was that?
I was 14, I guess. Yeah, my friend bought an old WL Harley and, hand shifter, foot clutch thing. And yeah, so we didn't manage to kill ourselves.
You have the WL, then what happens next?
Somebody found an Indian Chief, which is the perfect beginner motorcycle. And
Really?
I think it was, well, not exactly.
Exactly.
But the price was right. They had gone out of production. So I think I paid $25 for it.
You're $25?
Yeah.
It's got to be worth 50 now.
Maybe 50,000 even.
So when did the racing bug hit you?
I don't know. It just kind of drifted in. I went to school with Cal Rayburn, so he was going to races, which I hadn't been exposed too much to, but I always had the racing bugs. It was a fortunate circumstance for me. Sonny Angel's another name. I don't know if you know him, but
I do.
Anyway, all these guys were local characters, and you just develop an enthusiasm for this competition and different motorcycles.
It's addicting, isn't it?
It is. It's
For your entire lifetime.
Haven't outgrown it yet. My daughter says to my wife, well, don't worry, Dad's just going through a phase. He'll outgrow it.
Okay, you start racing. Did you start as an amateur, I assume?
Sure, yeah. Another thing that was fortunate around the San Diego area was we had a road race track. We had the El Cajon TT. Quite a few good programs and a lot of people, a lot of interest.
In San Diego, the road race track, was that a Carlsbad?
No, that came along many, many years later. The one that was there was Paradise Mesa, and it was an abandoned airstrip. And they used it for a drag strip, but had a lot of motorcycle races there. And it was a fun thing, and that's where Calvin learned to race. Ralph White, Calvin, Marvin Hall, a bunch of guys that are well-known, good racers were racing there.
So let's talk about the type of racing you enjoyed.
I always liked the short tracks the best, but TT was fun. I wasn't a star. I wasn't a star at anything, but I had some good times, and the short track seemed to be the thing I liked the most. But half miles were fun,
People don't understand the difference between TT and, for example, short track. Could you tell us what it is?
Sure. A TT is usually right and left-hand corners and a jump and brakes, a lot of shifting, a lot of strategy. Pretty a skillful thing, really. This thing here, the short tracker, you just drop the clutch and go around in a circle. And it looks easy from the stands, but it's surprisingly more intricate than you think.
Looking at the bike we're looking at here, that's a Harley? Is that what
That's
that
a
is?
Harley Sprint, yeah, 250cc.
And it's obviously a hardtail.
Yeah, this was made by Ray Hensley, Trackmaster fame, and he built about 25 of them, I think, something.
That's very rare.
Yeah, very.
Well, let's go beyond the racing career. Are you still involved in motorcycling?
Oh yeah, I'm sponsoring a friend of mine, and he's riding. I can't ride anymore due to various circumstances, but
You still enjoy it as much as you did?
Oh, I love every minute of it. Yeah, my wife wishes I would maybe take a little break, but you know, it really is part of me.
It's an addiction. She's got to get used to it.
Yeah, you'd think she would be by now.
Well, I just want to repeat myself. Congratulations. You know, you don't take this lightly. There are hundreds and hundreds of Trailblazers that come up for this award a year, and as you know, only 3 get it. So it's very special, and for them to recognize you, you're a very, very special guy.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Greg.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, sir.